privatization of educational institutions have inevitably improved the quality of our education and in hand reduced cost. What is the proof of this? India claims for the third highest education around the world. But what is the reality of our nation? We have people with PhDs and PGs going out there on the roads with no jobs. This is efficiently because of the lack of skill labor and skill training within our country. And private institutions have stepped up the game by giving special training to their students. On the other hand, in 1991 was the year that broke the shackles of the license Raj and gave the private institutions and the education institution a chance to be privatized. What did this mean for our nation? Large amount of funds which was fixed for higher education was now released and could be used for primary education and many other sectors, including infrastructure, healthcare, where actually the money had to go and development was required.
Time up.
In 2014, the Nobel Peace Prize winner Kailash Satyarthi enunciated once, equity is compromised because of the privatization of education. Education is a commodity. Those who can afford to buy it. And those who can't, and those who want to make money out of it, you can do that also. There are a number of private institutes which are drastically growing in our country rapidly. And the main aim of this private institute is not to educate the people. The main aim is to popularize their so-called brand in the market, as well as providing a kind of narcissistic approach in the field of education. Accounting to the literacy rate of our country, from 12% during the independence of India during its independence to 74.05%.
According to Weebox India Skill, the employability of India increased to 50.03%. It is interesting to note that the private institutions of India is about 79.4%, showing more than 50% of the educational institution in the country is private, and equally the employability rate is increasing.
Clear.
Our country is actually a gigantic demography, and this number of people is actually an asset to our country. Giving a basic education from the scratch will definitely lead to the development of our country, and this demographic dividend will lead to demographic disaster if we are not taking much care from the scratch onwards.
Please.
Private sectors are more flexible. They have the capability to give more salaries and job securities to the faculty. This would ensure high quality faculties retained within the private institutions, unlike public sectors where it's more vulnerable.
In government school, we can see many organizations like National Cadet Corps, National Service Scheme. I'm a part of NCC. I'm an NCC cadet, and I'm proud of that. NCC has played a pivotal role in the 3 years of my NCC journey. So this kind of organization will develop a kind of community service as well as leadership, comradeship at a younger age.
Out to you.
Education is something that should be, accessible to everyone. And that is exactly what our country is doing with scholarships, such as PM Special Scholarship Scheme, Samriddhi Scheme, and all of it. So even students at lower levels of the economy can actually afford to come up with high educations.
Okay, clear.
According to Section 47 of Juvenile Justice Act, the education if we are providing education according to the age and ability of a student. In case of a private school, they are giving a cumbersome syllabus to each and every student, which creates a kind of stress, mental harassment to the student. So at a younger age, this kind of harassment
our topic is privatization improves the quality of higher education. So kindly stick on to that point. Yes, please.
Let's come back to the higher education in Kerala. Kerala Technical University, as we've been talking about. We know that the syllabus is the same. Most of the private institutions follow the same syllabus. What do they do in extra? There are fabrication labs. There are better lab facilities and opportunities for students to go acquire internships that are abroad and with much more technical development. That would give them a greater exposure.
Out to you.
I need to encounter this situation with the National Education Policy of 2022, which mainly concentrate on 5 pillars: accessibility, accountability, quality, etc. And accountability and affordability. I don't think that if we are choosing private school, we won't afford a huge price
Out to you.
of
Done.
fees.
Let's get back to accountability. Private institutions actually hold the parents can actually hold the private institution more accountable than a government institution, because there is a direct link. Parents are directly paying the fees for the students, so they are more accountable to the to ensuring good education for the
Clear,
students.
please.
Talking about the higher education, as of now, around 46 million people in the age group of 8 to 18 are still out of school. What is actually depicting this census? Even though we are developing, but still many of them are not getting the equity of education because of high payment in fees as well
Out to
as...
you.
I think I've cleared the high payment fee with this scholarship schemes. Let's talk about taking up risks in the education system. It is very crucial at times as these. Education sectors come up with innovative and creative methodologies to teach students. But
And your time up.